Hello, my single solitary viewer, and welcome back to another Minecraft vanilla server, and this is part 2 of the server tour. The tour, of course, has been recorded a few weeks back. Unfortunately, I fell ill, still am, technically speaking, but I'm able to talk just a little bit and add a few things. Since the tour was recorded, I even had a live stream on the server to test the live streaming possibilities for myself on YouTube. It kind of works, but it needs more work. What I'm looking for right now, though, is to do something that had been suggested a long time ago, and that's add some armor sets. But I'm trying to find the best spot, actually. Where should I add these armor sets? I'm thinking maybe they'd look pretty nifty if they were on top of here. It's really the trick, right, with Minecraft. You can place the blocks anywhere you can think of placing a block. You know, I should really remove that crafting bench. Anywhere you can think of placing a block, you can actually place it there. And at some point, you're like, huh, maybe I should I place it there? Is that where I should place it? Oh, I didn't know they could settle on a half slab. That changes everything. This is wonderful news. Oh, this is news to me. Oh, it's upside down there, right? It's facing the wrong way. How? You know, you'd think I would have worked with armor stands a little bit more over time. Okay. Pantaloons and booties. And goodbye. Okay, so we have one. He's rather subtle, right? He's rather subtle. But you're telling me that if I put this guy here... Okay, well, he's going to be too hidden. And at some point, I do want to move the villagers into better locations. But if that guy is hidden over there, I should definitely put one here, because this is a little bit odd looking. There you go. I can put one here. Yes. Yes, that works. I can put one here. And... no, that one is too over there. There you go. And at some point, if I get a fifth suit, I can put it over there. Takes a while for a man to make up his mind. Especially when that man is flues maker. Go. And, wing. Oops. Okay. Alright. Alright. From then on, let's now finish the tour that had been started. And we'll also, of course, go name the house we built during the live stream to one of the commenters, because every commenter will eventually get a building or a house or something in the jungle. Thanks to the Nether, we go to Rising Storm's place. She's AFK, but I think she might be at the witch farm or something. Either at the witch farm or at the Skelly farm, the one Mevoda made. And it's at night, and she took residence in this... for Xylophonies banners, okay. She took residence in a taiga village, and yeah, I didn't think she'd add many more buildings, but she has a nice little stable over here. That's very well done, well done. I see the hood, I see her hat layer, so I think she's in here somewhere. AFK probably, but yeah. Some of the places could be better lit. She's got a little mycelium farm. She's got some villagers of her own. I don't know Bob and Bill. That's adorable. She's trading coal for emeralds. She's got her storage over here. and she's got a whole lot of potatoes to grow. She decided to diversify and add some wheat. But it's mostly all potatoes. But that's Rising Storm's place. She's loaded, but she doesn't build buildings all that much, but she loves to hoard riches. She's yeah, she's basically like Scrooge McDuck, but without the mansion. Alright, through the magic of editing, let's cut again. Alright, so over here we'll be reaching for Brandon, Richie, and Dan's portals. Brandon being a rock star. I think I missed. I missed that shot. That was a miss. That was a big miss. Nope, that was a miss as well. Alright, let's not fret about it. And let's quickly head into Richie's, I believe. This one is Richie's. There you go. Yep. And he's really completely fortified the area. There used to be a little house here, a little starter home, and that was razed to the ground. And now it's all been replaced by this gigantic wall and no house anymore. But there's a reason why I show you the wall from up top. That's because we can see Dan's base from here. There you go. Over there. That's crate up. Oh, there's a horse pen down there. That's very practical. Can I make a MLG water bucket? Do you think? What are your bets? That was a fail. But hey, that's why I have feather falling. This is Crate Up's place. It doesn't look... It looks very modest like this. But if you look at his base through his videos with the texture pack he's using, it actually looks a lot more impressive. But there's a farm and a house and, you know, there isn't all that much to see quite yet. You saw it a little bit when we went to raid the Ocean Monument, because that's where we got together. And this is Brendan's place. Rockstar. And he's got the automated farm for fishing. He's got his other farms over here on land. And way back there is the ocean base with a zombie inside. Strange. Strange choice. Why invite the zombies in? You never let the zombies in. That's not good. You can't do that, man. And I heard a spider. And I'm not gonna go chasing after it. Because, frankly, I don't know how to get to the other layer underneath where there's the chesticles. And, you know, I don't want to go swimming. I do not want to go swimming. But, like, all the good stuff... Whoops. Oh, I just said literally I don't want to go swimming. Literally, I just said it. But as you can see, that's where all the chests are. That's also where all the spiders are. Somewhere, somehow. But, gee. Now I'm gonna have to... Thank you, Ender Pearl. There you go. So that's Brandon's. Magic of editing. From this portal, Megas and Pugs' area, that was a portal I made to bring one of the villagers at Spawn Steve, I believe, came from this village. And using that portal, Mario and Pugs decided to build their homes here. So Mario has the elevated platform, the type of skybase. It needs a little bit of work on the underside, on the undercarriage, but the top looks nice. And Pugs, for some reason, has all his stuff in here, and that's where he has all his stuff. And this whole thing over here, the actual house, is entirely empty. Ah! I don't want to blow things up. I don't want to blow things up. Like, it would be really awkward to go, hi, I blew up your base. So, yeah, there's that. I blew up your base. Cool, huh? Ciao. But he's got well, let's just say he's a collector of all things llama and wolf and cow and bunnies. He's the only one to have collected bunnies, by the way, and made herding bunnies. I'm not sure if he's going to offer rabbit stew in a store or something. But herding bunnies is like herding cats. Okay, I see how what? Okay. This is a weird way to go in. So now you have a very natural looking section with lots of flowers, a big nice porch, and empty area. This needs some interior decoration, my friend. And I say this as someone who I'm actually terrible at interior decorating. I'm used to making Minecraft houses that are just places for chests, for potion brewing, for farms, and for, like, enchantment. And anviling. And everything else, nothing else, you know, matters. Nothing else matters. Okay, as we go over there, let's try to MLG this. Try 2. Did it! Did it. I am the best in the world. Duh! Over here is not anyone's house. Or I think perhaps at some point it will become Mavoda's secondary house. This is the witch farm. And the way this works is you have to clear the entire, or the way this works maximally efficiently, rather, is you clear the entire area and make sure no hostile mobs can spawn. For like chunks upon chunks surrounding the witch farm. And that way, the place where there is the witch hut, which is right here, is a place where witches spawn. And since mobs can't spawn anywhere else, they spawn at the witch hut area, meaning a lot of witches will spawn, and then you basically have a fall damage trap. And to make sure the only witches farm is you go AFK way up there, so that the only place that's active for mob spawning is basically this area. And then the witches fall to their doom thanks to the water trap. And you get all the loot way at the bottom. And Mavoda is planning on adding iron farms, so that's going to be using villagers and stuff, and I don't know what this is. Got sacks? Yeah, that's... So all the loot gets falls in over here. It gets collected by the hoppers, and it falls into these chests. And then people take the time to sort out the stuff. Like, need sugar? Anyone? Need spider eye? Need gunpowder? Like, by the looks of this farm is a lot more efficient than my gunpowder farm in terms of getting gunpowder. But it's also a much bigger build, hence why it's not quite finished yet. Need glowstone or whatever, need bottles? Anyone want bottles? You know what, I might grab a stack of bottles. Cause... Come on, right? I don't think anyone's gonna be missing any of that. And maybe I could take a stack of gunpowder for the store. Why not? But yeah, oh, you know what? Stack of glowstone as well. You know, I contributed to a little bit to making the witch farm, so, you know, it's only right that I share in the spoils too, just a little bit. Next up, we're gonna be... Delphron, the Ultimate Despair, Death Awaits. I'm not sure about that one, but we have the best and worst nether corridor over here. Because I made the mistake of trying to get a horse in here once, and it does not work. Because of all the sand that's in the way, it does not work. But otherwise, it's looking great. It's very good looking. And you kind of get the feeling of what biome we're heading to, right? And I believe the concept of Delphron's home, hopefully not spoiling anything, is going to be something to do with Slime Rancher that I've never played. I've never played Slime Rancher. And I don't know if a skull like that from Skeletor's base in He-Man has anything to do with Slime Rancher, I wouldn't be able to tell you because I've never played. Dang it. Why do people put their trash in front of a portal? Okay, so there is one thing that you have to ignore, I believe, and that's the that's these. I believe Xylophony put these around here. And apparently a polar bear died. Now, Delphron, like, repeatedly dies and dies and dies and dies, and one of the reasons is because his area is poorly lit. So he had this little rancher home over here, which is adorable. And it looks really, really interesting on the inside, with a lot of little flowers and a really fancy enchanting area. I don't even have an enchanting area. I don't, yeah. Shame on me. Shame on me, right? With the farms, and desperately trying to use the terracotta blocks, the glazed ones, in a manner that works. And over here, right here, I think it does work. Over here, I think my eyes are bleeding. Oh boy. Oh no. These are the little worst. With the arrows, oh, so bad. So bad! This is lovely over here, except for the glazed terracotta blocks. But, I mean, you gotta give the A for effort for managing to do something that is at least coherent with these glazed terracotta blocks. The builds are starting to look very good. I don't know what this area is going to be. Don't want to... I'm going to be spoiling everything. That's great, the little... I don't know what those formations are called. Of course, they're man-made, but there's the waterfalls and such. Very good looking. This is all very, very new to me. And this is actually so garish, it actually works. so intense in terms of the block use. It actually works. Like one place where I quite like them is the rim over here, and it actually looks quite good. Like the rim of this what is this? Barn is a really good usage of the glazed terracotta blocks, and again the red ones are quite nice, and making a tree with these glazed terracotta blocks, like some sort of cherry bonsai tree. Great looking, great looking. We're just taking a quick peek, and we got one final base, I think, to visit. I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. But one final base to visit. And through the magic of editing, we'll get there. Now we're heading into the Fuzzy Mole's place, and for the longest time, the Fuzzy Mole had just basically a medium-sized house and a portal. And the medium-sized house you can see over here, and I'm deliberately looking in this direction, not the other one. He added a stable to this house right over here, which is really like quite filled with livestock, to say the least. And it's very heavy with fence blocks. Whoop. And he's got a few villagers of his own inside his house, trapped in there. Because, hey, the zombies are able to reach over the fence and punch them once in a while if you don't lock them in the house. Alright. And next is this horse statue, which is new since last time, and Atlas. Atlas... He actually made a statue of Atlas in vanilla, not creative, vanilla. Insane man. So I'm gonna try to not get blown up here because the area is unlit, but you can see it is indeed Atlas in Minecraft survival. He's an insane person, and this was done like pretty quickly too. Pretty quickly. Like the Statue of Liberty, it's meant that you go in, and the Statue of Atlas is actually going to be holding up his real house, or maybe it's his office. I'm not sure what it's actually going to be, but yeah. That must have, and I noticed now that it's all made of birch. You really need a passion for cutting down birch trees to build it in birch instead of, like, smooth stone, which feels like it would have been, like, what you go for. But at the moment, there is nothing. And, so this is where I successfully MLG dropped from. I tried to jump into the pond over there, but you can't reach it. You can't make it. It's too far away. And I am MLG water bucketed instead. There's a lot of mobs coming over at this point. They're very interested in finding out what's going on. But that's the end of the tour. I hope I didn't spoil too much of anything, but I'm definitely water dropping down from this again. But I'm trying to find a side that is not dumb. Yeah, this side looks like it's the best side for that. So there's that to look forward to. Ow. I failed. And that's the tour so far. But now I have to point out I have Optifine. And if I have Optifine, that means, and this will take a little moment or two, but that means that I can have shaders again, like we used to. I think I'm gonna try to find shaders that are a bit lighter, because this one, the super high quality, tends to lower the frame rates at points, sometimes a little too much. Right now it's all smooth, even though we're in the jungle, but, you know, you never know. But look at how much prettier this is. This is amazing. This is amazing. And I haven't seen the jungle through shaders, actually, since we updated to 1.12. So, since I actually set up shop in here, this is my first look with shaders of what we've been building. And of course, things are getting bigger and bigger in the jungle. Things are getting bigger in other bases as well that we've just visited in this episode. Like, since I recorded the tour, the Fuzzy Mole has already expanded his base. But that's good for him. That means there won't be any spoilers in this episode, because now it's all done, right? It's all done. Oh, it's so gorgeous with the shaders. But are we gonna name this house that we built during the live streams? The quality of the live streaming on YouTube, I was not able to get it very high. I am considering getting okay. I thought I heard a zombie, and yeah, I need to put some lighting in here. I forgot to bring the glowstone, so you know what? I'm gonna bring some torches for you guys, just to be sure. But apparently they love the house, and they know, like, ever since they got the house, they no longer interested in farming at all. But that's the farmhouse that we built during the live stream, and I'm not gonna pick at random the name of the commenter for this one, because he was there live in the live stream, and his directions inspired the way the building looked very much, including, or especially, the beveled roof, which we tend to do a lot, like for walls. And to remind people, you know, have multiple dimensions, have depth to your walls, and it's going to be a lot more interesting. But we tend to not do that for roofs, when we definitely could, and actually, and should, really, is what I'm saying. We should do that for roofs as well when we can. And so that makes it look a lot more interesting. But where do I put... Yeah, I think I'm going to put it here. So this is going to be Sightly's farm, who is who has been my partner in crime for building in Cubic Cauldron Season 3. So I do miss him, and he's antisocial and mean, and does not want to do YouTube and hang out with us losers anymore. So that's what happens when you're rude and Australian like that. There you go. I'm already losing my voice, which you can't tell, but this is not the same day as I recorded the fairy tale episode. I'm still trying to rest my voice, and oh boy, it's just very delicate right now. Is the thing? It's very delicate right now, like a flower, like a pretty flower. Was there anything else I needed to show in here to close out the episode? Well, first I want to remind you that if you do comment on this episode, if you commented on episodes in the past, I still plan on having you get a house just like that I'll probably be building on live streams. I was saying I was considering maybe purchasing XSplit because I don't like the quality of the streams that OBS gives me. My new computer and OBS do not seem to get along very well. So that makes me sad, but that's just the way it is. So I'm gonna have to contemplate perhaps getting XSplit. Otherwise, I'll have to keep working on trying to get settings for OBS that works. But the last stream test that we did, the quality was not up to my standards. I want better quality than that for my episodes. And I was not satisfied with the quality of the picture, and there was way too much fuzziness. It often looked like it was 380p, even though it was an HD stream. It often looked terrible. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But there it is. I'm gonna have to keep working on it. So leave comments, leave your thoughts, and again. You saw some more bases, so if you think I should ask Delphron or ask the Fuzzy Mole or the others that we visited for building lessons on how to not be a noob at Minecraft, hey, say so in the comments. And if you don't know what to say in the comments, because I love to see the comments, but you'd like to participate. Show your interest, and maybe eventually luck out and get your own building in the jungle. But you don't know what to say, you're a little bit timid, you can just say poot. P-O-O-T, poot. You never go wrong when you comment poot. First poot, or poot forever, or any derivative of poot. I will always know that it is deeply meaningful. Alright. That's going to do it for this episode. There's a lot more coming for AMV SMP, probably sooner than later, because we'll be raiding the woodland mansion that we saw in one of the previous episodes. We'll finally go at a tiny little group of us, a small group, a small mission, but everyone who basically purchased a woodland mansion map from one of the cartographers, we're going to be exploring that. And then... probably a week or two later, we'll be slaying the end dragon, at least for the first time, because now we can respawn them. Oh, doesn't the jungle look a little bit spookier when night falls?